folks, and welcome back this week to my new cooking channel called Cooking with Mary Sue. If you haven't yet, please hit like and subscribe and share it. Please share these videos with your friends so it might help my little channel grow into a big channel. This week we are going to be making angel eggs. In most parts of the country, and probably around the world, these are called deviled eggs, but here in our house we like to call them angel eggs. And there's different, I got different types of angel egg plates here I could use. Here's a little traditional plate, kind of looks like a sunflower. And if I'm going to take the eggs to work, well, I used to work, I'm retired now, but if I used to take them to work or to church, I put them in this little covered tray. I could put 2 dozen in here, and they would be gone in about 10 minutes after I brought them. Everybody loves my angel eggs. But today I'm going to be using this plate here. This holds 16 halves, which means I need to cook at least 8 eggs. But when I make angel eggs, I always cook a little extra yolk. Since I need 8 eggs, I boil 10. I like to use the extra yolk in my mix. That way I have more to put into the egg, more to put in the white part. That just makes it a little thicker and fluffier, makes it a little higher. I like a nice egg, deviled egg or angel egg, to be about that high, so you can really bite into it and get a good taste of it. I started out with boiling my eggs. These are already done. I just took them up a little while ago. They're still warm. A good tip for starting out and boiling eggs, I put the egg into the pot first and then add the water. Sometimes if you do it the other way, if you add the egg to the water, they might float around and hit each other and crack. So I put the egg into the pot first, fill it with water, and put it on the stove over there. I bring it to a boil, and I like to let my eggs boil about 17-18 minutes, or at least until I see the shell start to crack just a little bit. I like to make sure they're really done. Okay, and one of the best tips I have for peeling the egg, for shelling it, which that seems to be most people's problem, is trying to get the shell off the egg without breaking the egg or having it come apart. My best tip for me, the way I do it, I shell them while they're warm. I hurry up, take the pot to the sink, dump out the hot water, then I fill it with cold water. Now it's going to take a while to cool down, so while they're sitting in that cold water trying to cool down, I go ahead and start shelling them. When I shell them while they're hot or warm, that shell just slides right off easily, very easy. I won't say I never make a mess, but 99% of the time, my shell comes off nice and smooth. See, every one of these eggs came off nice and smooth. They're not cracked. They look perfect. And they're still warm. I like to make this while they're warm. The yolk kind of mashes up easier when it's warm. If I let it get cold, they're hard to mash. Okay. Got my mustard here, paprika, a little salt and pepper. And as a shortcut, instead of chopping up pickles or dicing pickles, I like to use relish. This is dill relish. You can use sweet or dill, but I prefer dill relish. Just a few spoonfuls of this in my mix, and that solves that problem. And I have a secret ingredient that I'll show you later I put in mine. And I have a few olives cut in half. I put a little half olive on some of these, but not all of them. My husband likes olives on his. I prefer mine without the olive. So now let's get started. You need to take the yolk out of these. You're going to slice it long ways. I use a nice, smooth, sharp knife. And, okay. And then just kind of let the yolk drop out. If it's warm, they drop out easy. You don't have to do much pushing at all. Kind of pinch the egg a little bit, together just a little bit. Let me see. That one, sometimes they might stick. Yeah, that came out good. See? They usually just pop out. If the yolk sits in that shell too long, it's not going to pop out too easy. See there? And this one's going to maybe pop out. There it goes. I love to make deviled eggs or angel eggs around the holidays. I thought, why wait for a holiday? They're good anytime, especially in the summertime. They're a good little snack or treat. I've read all different types of ways to make deviled eggs or angel eggs. You get all kinds of ingredients to them, make them different. Some people add bacon bits to it. A few times in the past, I have added in a can of deviled ham. That will make it taste so like breakfast, ham and eggs. You get just about any type of little relish you wanted to it. You can add some little jalapeno peppers if you want them spicy. Let me see. If you have any good suggestions on what else to add to them, let me know. You can add different veggies to it. You can add pieces of celery or bell pepper, onion. Let me see. Red bell pepper would be really pretty in this. Give it some color. Let me see. Okay. We're doing pretty good here. They're just about all coming out nice. One thing about making the extra eggs too, like I said, if some of these white part kind of tears up, I can always replace it with one that looks nicer. You want your eggs to have a nice presentation when you get finished. Okay. Not but a few left here. I know last week I made the baked spaghetti. Anybody try that? I kind of forgot to mention that if you're heating up that baked spaghetti the next day, one of my favorite ways to heat it up is to put it in a skillet with a little olive oil and some butter and let it heat up in the skillet for about 5-10 minutes. That gives it a much better taste than just heating it in the microwave. There. Now, two of my whites did tear up just a little bit, so I have a spare one over here. I'm going to replace that one. There. And I don't mind having the extra yolk here. That comes in handy. And I got another one that tore. Get rid of that one. I don't like my egg whites to be broken when I try to fill them. Just makes it too hard. Like I said, I always use a little bit extra yolk in here to make the filling thicker. Okay. Alrighty. Now we have plenty. Don't need this bowl. Get rid of it. Ooh, now the fun part. This doesn't take long at all. I'm going to mash these up with a fork here. Angel eggs are something you can throw together for any party or a snack. Doesn't take long to make them at all. When you're boiling your eggs too, the water's boiling, be sure to remember to put a little salt in there so that it doesn't boil over. That way if I walk away a little bit, I don't have to worry about my pot boiling over on the stove because I know I put some salt in there. I'm going to just crumble this all up with a fork. Doesn't take long to mash, especially when they're warm. They mash faster and easier when they're warm. I have made angel eggs when the eggs got cold. It's a little bit harder to do when they're cold. It's much easier to do when they're warm. Okay, that looks mashed up enough. Alright, now, like I said, I'm going to add in a couple spoonfuls, or maybe more than 2. Yeah. Start out about 4 teaspoons of the pickle relish, dill pickle relish. I can add more if I need it. Now the mayonnaise. Okay. So start out with a couple heaping teaspoons of mayonnaise. That might be enough. I can come back for more. And I do like to add just a little bit of mustard. Not much. Maybe a teaspoon, just squirt it around. Whoop, yeah. That's about a teaspoon, half. Okay. Just stir all that around. Add a little salt and pepper. Not much. Right. When I get through, I always decorate the top with a little paprika. I'm going to put a little bit into the mix just to give a little flavor. Not much, just tap it some. Yeah, that's enough. You can see that's nice and creamy. It looks good. Tastes good. Now I did mention a secret ingredient. One thing I like to add to it, here it is. I put in a couple of teaspoons of pimento cheese. This is my favorite, Mrs. Weaver's. You can use any brand, but I just like this one best. It's a lot creamier, it mixes in good. It's not lumpy. Oh, that might be enough. I'll add about a heaping teaspoon. Not a whole lot, just enough to give a little cheese flavor. You remember my motto, cheese goes good with everything. Okay. I'm going to put just a little more. There. That's probably about a teaspoon and a half. Alright. Now, this is ready to stuff. Okay, get all that off my fork. That's good. Perfect. Now the fun part, the stuffing part. Okay. Put it right on top there. I will come back and add some more around if I have some left. I'm going to fill all these around. Like this little tray here, I got space in the center there, put little relishes or stuff like celery. If I have a party, I can put celery there in the middle and carrots and pickles, little finger foods. Okay. See? This doesn't take long at all. The longest part about making these eggs is just cooking the egg, which takes, like I said, about 20 minutes. Otherwise, you saw how fast I threw this together. Barely 5 minutes. These are going to be good tonight. Go with our supper with hot dogs. They'll taste so good. I'll put these in the fridge and let them get chilled for about an hour or two. Okay. See how stuffed those are? That's why I put extra yolk in. I can make these overstuffed. Maybe I should call these overstuffed angel eggs. Okay. We're almost done here. Okay. Only a few left. Has anybody tried my other recipes this week, like the cornbread or the cabbage and beef soup or spaghetti? If you have, let me know. If you'd like me to try something else, some other recipes, give me some ideas. Alright. Okay, that one. Spot for one more there. Okay. Now these are all stuffed so pretty. Okay. My fingers off there. Now I can go back and put a little bit more of some of these. Want to make sure I had enough all around. Let me see. Okay. These are going to be really overstuffed. But we're going to decorate them in a few seconds. Okay. Who needs a little bit more? Maybe that one. That one. Okay. And that one. I'm going to have to just pinch a bit more, not much. We're almost out. We're almost out of stuff in here. Ooh, maybe that one. Okay, we're done. Almost. Now the part for the olives. Like I said, I'm going to add just half an olive to some of them. About every other egg. Yep. That's perfect. There. Now for a little garnish, we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of paprika on them, on top. It tastes good and looks good. I just tap it along. Doesn't take much. All around. Okay, go back around one more time. There. Now, we're through. That was quick. A whole plate of nice stuffed angel eggs. These will be so good when they get cold. I hope you enjoyed this quick little recipe this week. I will be back next week with something else quick and easy. Y'all have a good week this week and stay safe. And God bless everybody. See y'all later.